You're trying to get waves, and luckily, I know how to get waves. So in this video, I'm gonna be teaching you exactly how to do it. Go ahead and like the video and let's get right into it. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. No, I'm joking. First things first, let's list the materials needed. The first product you're gonna need is a brush. You can get a brush with 3 different levels and textures: hard, medium, and soft. I've got a video going over the differences, so make sure to check that one out after finishing this. I'll probably leave a link in the description if I remember. Now, why is the brush so important? Well, it's like the MVP of the wave making process. Think of it like the LeBron James of your grooming arsenal. It's the kingpin, the head honcho, the boss. You get the picture. Next up, you're gonna need either a wave cap or a do-rag. I'm pretty sure you're already used to the traditional do-rag, you know, the ones that you put on your hair and just tie up. If you don't know how to tie a do-rag, I've made a video on that too, and I'll probably leave that link down below. Next up, let's talk products. There are so many products you can get. There's moisturizers, there's butters, there's pomades, there's oils. There's pretty much everything you can imagine. If you're a beginner, don't feel like you have to break the bank. Get what you can afford. So if you can only afford some Murray's pomade or some 360 style pomade, get that. Now here's a little disclaimer. Not every product is going to work the same for you because not everybody's hair is the same. So it might not work for you the same way that it did for someone else. Keep that in mind, all right? So let's say you have a friend and you both are trying to get waves. You're both using the same products, the same brush and everything. Well, your results might not be the same. Why? Because you guys have different hair. There's more that goes into it than just that. All right, those are the main 3 you're gonna need: brush, products, and a do-rag. And of course, there are additional things you can get like a comb, a handheld mirror, things like that. Now let's dive deeper into the brush, the real MVP. If you're brand new to waves, you may not know this. So make sure you're listening very close to this part particularly. Are you listening? All right, now that I got your attention, go like the video. I know you still haven't done it. Oh, I tricked you, didn't I? Yeah, I know I did. Go like the video. I'm not just saying this for my health. I mean, listen, I'm spending all this time helping you, teaching you. It's probably gonna take me hours to edit this video. The least you can do is spend 2 seconds pressing a button that's on your screen that you're already looking at and you're already touching anyway. I mean, when you think of it like that, liking the video is no big deal. Just go do it. Good, perfect. Anyway, the brush. So in case nobody told you, when you're getting waves, brushing your hair is the absolute most important thing to do. You need to brush your hair if you want to get waves. Brush it a lot, brush it a little, it doesn't matter. Just brush your hair. That's what matters. Disclaimer. Of course, brushing your hair more is going to get you better results and faster results. So keep that in mind. Also, something important to keep in mind: brush your hair the way that you want your waves to form. There are a few different wave patterns. You've got the traditional 360 waves, you've got 540 waves, and you've got 720 waves. 360 waves are what we're focusing on today. To get them, all you have to do is brush your hair from the crown of your head. That's the part that everybody calls a bald spot. Go from that part of your head, the crown, out to the hairline on each side. So if you're going on the sides, out from the crown to the sides. On the back, from the crown to the back. And on the top, from the crown to the front. Get it? Good. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Now let's talk about the products a little bit. The next part really depends on the products you get. For a beginner, I'd recommend getting a moisturizer and pomade. There are so many different types of moisturizers and pomades. The ones I use the most are Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie and Murray's pomade. People hate on Murray's pomade because it's unnatural. I do use natural products too, but lately I've been slacking on it. But for a beginner, it really doesn't matter just yet. Just focus on getting your waves first, then focus on changing your products to other better products, just more natural products. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you have a moisturizer and pomade, I'd recommend putting in the moisturizer first. Just take a scoop, enough to fit on your finger, then put it on the palm of your hand and rub it in your hair the same direction that you brush your hair. By the way, I kind of left some of you guys on a cliffhanger because I said this video is about 360 waves. But if you want to know about 540 waves and 720 waves, go leave a comment down below. I'll make sure to make a video for you guys too. Cool? Because I know somebody out there is wondering, so I got you. Now, for a beginner, brushing your hair anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour is the safe range. It's like the Goldilocks zone of brushing. Not too little, not too much, just right. But if you're really having a hard time getting those waves, I recommend extending the time you brush. So if 45 minutes isn't working for you, try an hour. If an hour isn't working, try an hour and 30 minutes. I don't know, just try increasing the time. It doesn't have to be that drastic where you add another 30 minutes, but just see what you can do. Repetition is vital, especially when trying to get a hairstyle like 360 waves. Anything, even the smallest little thing, can throw off the entire process. You can be so close, and then the tiniest little thing can ruin everything. Well, maybe not ruin everything, but it'll mess things up. Here's the main thing you can do to mess things up: sleeping without a do-rag on. So if you're out there sleeping sometimes without a do-rag, I'm talking to you right now. The do-rag isn't just for today. It isn't just for like 2 days out of the week, not even 6 days out of the week. Every single night when you go to sleep, throw your do-rag on. It takes you like 10 seconds. Why wouldn't you do it? You want waves, right? The only way I can think of that you wouldn't need to put your do-rag on is if like you're on vacation and you forgot your do-rag, which, by the way, shame on you. You should have packed your do-rag. How did you forget something like that? Something that's so small, you can literally shove it in your pocket. But anyway, the other way is if you just don't have a do-rag. I know times are tough. Everything's getting more expensive. I remember these things, even for a nice quality one, you can get for like $2. Now, $2? No way. Maybe like $6, which for most of you still is pretty affordable, right? Exactly. This process is pretty much pointless if you don't do this one thing. Don't get me wrong, it's completely possible to get waves without a do-rag. In fact, I've even made a video on how to get waves without a do-rag, and I'll probably make a new one because you guys aren't scrolling back to watch the old one. But that's not the point. The purpose of the do-rag is to save the progress that you just did. When you finish brushing your hair, just put your do-rag on. The do-rag is gonna hold your hair in place and basically like save the progress that you made on that wave making. I don't know what I was about to say. It saves the progress from your brush session. I don't know where the wave making stuff was coming from. Also, it prevents your hair from getting messed up. Like I said, the tiniest little thing can throw your waves off. So sleeping without a do-rag, showering without a do-rag, going out into the rain without a do-rag, playing sports without a do-rag. Anytime your hair is gonna get touched by anything, like a pillow on your bed, a seat in a car if it's a cloth seat, or anything wet, water, sweat, juice. I don't know why there'll be juice in your hair, but juice. So for the love of God, every night, not every other night, not every 2 nights, not just when you feel like it, every night wear your do-rag. I mean, like I said, there's really no reason why you shouldn't be wearing your do-rag to sleep. It takes you what, 10 seconds to put it on? Just wear the do-rag. Now, the other part of wearing the do-rag is the part that everyone loves. And you might not know this if you've never worn a do-rag or a wave cap. It's that the do-rag and wave cap both lay your hair down. And why is that so good? Because what are waves? And I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video. I don't know why I waited this late in the video, but waves are pretty much just curls that are stretched out by the brush and then laid down on your head. Just like what I said the do-rag does. It lays your hair down. So basically the do-rag solidifies your waves. The brush makes the waves. The products are pretty much there just to support and assist you. And then the do-rag holds them down. Literally, it's like a team effort. This is usually why your waves look better in the morning, if you have waves, of course. I know this is a beginner video. When you first take off your waves, no, don't take off your waves. When you first take off your do-rag, your waves are like super shiny, they're super laid down, and then over time, they get more frizzy. This is more of like a basic wave tutorial. If you want more in-depth wave videos, I'll be making more videos coming up soon, so I hope you're excited for those too. All of the methods like the wash and style, the cold towel method, the hot towel method, 2 methods which I feel like nobody ever talks about, but I recently saw it pop up again. So I want to keep that going so people keep these methods in their head. Even methods like the hot oil method, the OMB method, again, more methods that nobody talks about anymore. Just because there was like a huge time on YouTube, partially my fault as well, where wave videos were just kind of like dead. And it's not because people just stopped getting waves and stopped caring about waves, but it was like the people who were making the tutorials in the first place really were just nowhere to be found. And like I said earlier in the video, nobody's going back to watch the old videos. I mean, YouTube doesn't even recommend them anymore. So there are so many new videos coming out just for you. And for those people who already have waves, let's say you have 360 waves and you want to get 540 waves. I've got a video coming teaching you how to change your wave pattern. So as long as you subscribe to my channel right now and go like the video, you'll be good. So go subscribe and join the aquarium. Oh yeah, we're all wave men down here. That was a reference from the movie It. You'll float too, you'll float too. Yeah, it was funnier in my head. Anyway, I don't want to drag this video on too long. Based on the timer that I'm looking at, like at the top of the video, I've been recording for like an hour. Once I edit it down, it's probably gonna be like 10 minutes. That's why it takes so long to edit these videos. Trust me, I put a lot of work into making these videos good for you guys. But listen, I'm glad you stuck around. Both my Instagram and TikTok are also Waveman Mike. So go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You can even leave me a message. And I've got some pretty nice pictures of my waves up there too. When it comes to waves, I think I know what I'm talking about. And clearly you think I know what I'm talking about too. That's how I got that. So if you're down for this wave making journey, go subscribe right now. This video ends in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.